And racing, Heartview's come out reasonably well. Eva Kaniva got off nicely on the inside. Going forward quickly, another Pearl around the outside, and that'd be followed then by Casual Sippers, made a better beginning today. Heartview on the inside, about 3 lengths off the lead, but saving some ground. Second timers around that. They'd be followed back in the pack here by Kilimanjaro. The last pair, we've got Corborn Roman Promises Made. Down they come. Heartview drives the inside of Eva Kaniva. Heartview, Eva Kaniva. Another Pearl, another minor place, and Kilimanjaro got to 4th. That'd be followed by second time. Further back in the race then to Corborn Roman. Casual Sipper dropped out after that good beginning, and Promises Made didn't get warm today. Heartview wins on debut. Had to do a bit of work too, but she didn't panic. She found the rail, she drove through the inside, and she's kicked home strongly in the straight. Racing, Tyrion's out about midfield, very slow to go there, Gully Runner. Bounding to the lead was Sedgebrook Charm. Weeping Wawa drives through the inside. Tyrion's going to follow that through. Double Entendre trying to get up between runners there, and that'd be followed then by Consummate Ease. Tanks Robbers wide, PJ Pringle's just ahead of that. Drifting now would have been Sedgebrook Charm, and back last of all as they come down, Gully Runner. Up they come, Weeping Wawa too strong. Double Entendre got to second. Tight third. Now we had Consummate Ease, PJ Pringle's out wide, and Tyrion, the favourite, who might have got squeezed just before the post, seemed to be checked anyway, was still in that lineup. Tanks Rob was next to go by. Further back to Sedgebrook Charm and Gully Runner. Weeping Wawa off the inside. It's clocked to 22.12 here, and delivered from the front. Jumped reasonably well. Sedgebrook Charm out jumped it initially, but Weeping Wawa pushed up the inside. Racing, Boston Thunder slow to go, sticks to the outside. Good line of them into the first bend. Bundoran Lad, Boston Thunder up and around the outside. Corborn Shadow finds the rail, then runs for gas. Goldstone around the outside. Back in the pack here, we've got Nominal Lily Fair trading. Boston Thunder found the lead by 2. Corborn Shadow gives chase, then Bundoran Lad. Goldstone runs for gas. Down comes Boston Thunder. We'll pick up the win here. Bold Run Bundoran Lad second. Corborn Shadow third, then runs for gas 4th. Goldstone next in. Last pair, Nominal Lily and Fair Trading. Boston Thunder in a 22.13. Fraction slower than the maidens, but to do the job off a slow jump and good second phase acceleration here. Only beat 2 out. Racing, Homebush Bounce gets away nicely the inside. Boot the Cash is out quite nicely as well, and Jack Robb goes forward too. Then Ginger Pat back in behind them. They'd be followed around there by Corborn Josh. Space Captain trying to get a run through, but it's got a lot of work to do. Out wide on the track here is Good Time Mike, and you know Green is back last. In the straight, Homebush Bounce in front, giving chase is Boot the Cash. Ginger Pat the inside and charging home Good Time Mike, but nicely in here Homebush Bounce from Good Time Mike and Ginger Pat. That'd be followed there by Jack Robb close up with Corborn Josh. Space Captain, never a winning chance. Last pair, Boot the Cash, you know Green. Homebush Bounce led off the 1. Gets its first box 1 win. First box 1 placing, in fact. It's done it from the front very nicely. 1, 7, 2 and 6. And racing, Nero just a moderate beginning. Come on, Mickey was slow and so was Powerhouse Lee. Now Pure Lee's galloped to the lead again. Flying Blake trying to chase it through on the inside. Powerhouse Lee makes up ground next. They'd be followed over on the outside of that Homebush Ginger going forward. A little bit wider on the track as they swing the corner to Ollie Baxter. Come on, Mickey. No chance, Nero. And nor no time yet. Down they come. Pure Lee trying to hold. Does. Pure Lee is in. Flying Blake got close. Homebush Ginger third. Then Ollie Baxter. Come on, Mickey. Further back to Nero. Next to last was Powerhouse Lee, and last to go by No Time Yet. The sister to Space Captain does the job here. Got off the lids nicely again, and a line early, then accelerated to the lead, and nothing was good enough to run it down today. Racing, Blue and Curly up pretty well. Unlikely Attack on the journey quickly to Opawa Shadens in that early hunt. All there's trouble. Unlikely Attack's gone back through the field, and Blue and Curly's been left 3 lengths in front as Serena Rose came across to second. Chasing hard the inside then to Opawa Shaden. Just beside that then Plenty of Time. Bit wider on the track there. We've got Boston Strike, Lagoon Coochie on the level, well back down they come. Blue and Curly will score from Serena Rose. Third to go by Plenty of Time for an Ahern trifecta here. Opawa Shaden next to go by. That'd be followed through there by Boston Strike. On the level, well back with Unlikely Attack, who copped a check at that first bend. Lagoon Coochie, if I didn't mention it. Favourite delivers, Blue and Curly. Head-on shot will be the interesting one here, because I just suspect Serena Rose has come across and chopped a few faces off. Racing, Opawa's are a fair break. Spot on Maggie gets out okay. Show and Baby showing up there nicely, and Peacock Princess was out reasonably well, and out wider on the track going forward is Hunted One, and Lagoon Twisters pressing up as well. More Salt needed back in behind them, then Bitcoin and Spot on Maggie got checked back to last. Peacock Princess in front, but runs out on top of a couple. Spot on Maggie down the outside. More Salt needed driving through, and also coming late would have been Hunted One. Now Peacock Princess has scored. I think Hunted One's second. We've got More Salt needed. Close up might have been third. Not too far away was Lagoon Twist out wider, and Show and Baby in a blanket finish. Stewart's report will be interesting. Further back in the race then we had Bitcoin, Spot on Maggie, Opawa Zara beat a couple of those in. 6, 7, 4 and 5 on the board. Peacock Princess the 6 over 7, Hunted One. And racing, Fashion and Fame was last away today. Red Mover Hoover hopped out quite nicely, and Big Boy Dino's come across to lead. Going forward now is Varga Frost in a bit of a hurry. They'd be followed there, also trying to push through. Caesar Chance getting handy, then Fashion and Fame, Botany Junction, Call Me Blue, and back with that was Alpaca. Down they come. Big Boy Dino swallowed up by Caesar Chance. Varga Frost out wide, closer in Red Mover Hoover. Caesar Chance is in from Varga Frost, then possibly Big Boy Dino from Red Mover Hoover and Botany Junction. Fashion and Fame, Alpaca, Call Me Blue. Sees a chance back in the winner's circle in a 21.73. He got dangerously close on the turn. Set. Racing, Dr. Brim's come out running there along with Digger Socks. Bow River Man's out nicely enough too. Followed through there by Dark Gunner. Atomic Lass trying to drive through the inside. This leader's got to a big lead. They'll be followed midfield here by Rubbed Out. Getting back in the field here, we've got Atomic Lass has been shuffled back. Behind that, Fat Boys Flyer and Agent Mick. Now, Dr. Brim is running straight and true by several. Bow Riverman trying to get to second from Dark Gunner. Further back in the race to Rubbed Out. Dr. Brim in easily from Bow Riverman, Dark Gunner. Rubbed Out, Atomic Lass, Digger Socks. Followed back by Fat Boys Flyer and Agent Mick. And the time looks good, 26.23. That's a very good maiden time, and on a cold day it's going to look an exceptional maiden time, and it's going to be interesting to see what the Class 5s run now. Racing, Vegas Danny hops out well. Siggy Arrow's hopped out well today. Vegas Danny drives to lead. Siggy Arrow's second. Spirit Run Thrill on the inside is next through, and that'd be followed by Another Habit. And then Malachi Magic just checks off Another Habit. Out wider of that, we've got Thrilling Toby Tamari Style. Vegas Danny put a hole in them, away by about 6 or 8 lengths now from Spirit Run. Siggy Arrow trying to get warm again. Thrill on the inside, then we've got Another Habit. Malachi Magic finishing off down the outside. Vegas Danny too good. Siggy Arrow got to second. Malachi Magic to third out wide was a pretty fair effort. Then we had in a photo, Spirit Run with Another Habit. And further back then to Thrilling Toby and Tamari Style. 26.58, so it's a good gallop. Although, of course, we saw the maiden scream to a 26.23 in the previous. Well, Vegas Danny is no slug. 26.58 here, and he's put to bed a pretty handy field. Racing. Angevella's hopped out okay out wide, but Corborn Matty and Corborn Brick have got into stride faster. Smash Allegro's trying to push forward, and Premier Division through on the inside. Angevella's trying to get across those, been checked back to last with Smash Allegro. Let's go back to the top. Corborn Matty in front from Corborn Brick. 3 lengths away then we've got Tefano coming after them. They'll be followed through then by Curious Life. Spring Major back in behind them with Premier Division, Smash Allegro, Angevella. Corborn Matty in front. Corborn Brick tries hard. Matty is in. Beats Corborn Brick. Then Tefano third. Next to go by was Curious Life and Premier Division, followed through there by Spring Major, Smash Allegro, and Angevella last. Well, the 2 and the 3 hopped out best, and in behind, it was just a jam up, and they've clocked 26.68, so they've gone slower than the maidens. Racing. Aeroplane Ritzy midfield away. Miss Selfies has got out quite nicely. Graduation showing out. So's Manana Groper. Can Boris cross? He can. Boris has got to the lead here by a couple. Zipping Rory gets on his tail though. Couple back then. We've got Rocket Ship Mac gets to third. Then Manana Groper. The outside of that to Aeroplane Ritzy. Back in the pack. Graduation. Miss Selfies. Arcane Saber. No chance. Boris in front, but Zipping Rory, the stayer, drew up, levelled up, went to the lead, and Zipping Rory's in from Boris. Rocket Ship Mac was third. Next to go by was Aeroplane Ritzy. Arcane Saber found the line late, then Manana Groper. Graduation after a fair beginning, and Miss Selfie same. 6 in the day, Angela Turnwald, congratulations. 6 for the Turnwald team. Zipping Rory off box number 2 takes out the last. Boris got to the lead. Hard dog to gun down, but you've got a very strong dog on your tail. A dog good enough to win 7 distance races. Some good ones in Aussie.